Thank you. Yes, I mean, I have been at EVA a bit longer than Chad, maybe too long. But I have been at EVA actually for 22 years. And when I came to EVA, I was kind of the new kid on the block, literally, and immediately faced, the culture changes that similar, an organization with a wonderful track record, but with a lot of challenges. And also an organization that wanted to look into the future, but kind of didn't know how. So really transforming that, switch, changing that mindset, figuring out what the path forward was critical and important for us. So for the first, I would say 6 years, I really spent time just turning the organization around. And it's interesting to say it now, but it's interesting to understand why it took so long, right? And that was part of that culture. How do you change the culture? How do you bring people along? How do you create impact? And how do you build that impact based on excellence, which is an important value that we want to uphold? But also over the years, so there have been different iterations, different strategic plans that we have done and completed and refresh for the new one. But the reality is that all these changes have helped us transform, grow, be more impactful, and really more intentional about our work, impact, and equity. So, given our founders, we're not as old, even though I'm probably the oldest in my position. IBA is not as old as the BSO or the Community Music Center. We definitely were very and still are very rooted in our values that from our founders, and at the same time serving low income, moderate income communities, the Puerto Rican community in Boston, and other multicultural and racial communities. But really, how do we do our work with the intentional mindset of equity, of creating real opportunities for the families that we serve, and using different tools, including the arts, to create that impact and also to help people build generational wealth. So, really looking at home ownership programs, financial empowerment, building assets and credit, and all those important elements that individuals and families need to push forward and to build a better future for themselves.